In my home, like many other homes in Ireland, the real stress and the real fights come from the mortgage, come from the stress of home. I was working in the plumbing business at the time. It was just a horrible, horrible time, and I was like, you know what, I don't want to do this. And then I just left, and then I just stopped going, didn't get out of bed. Then my dad would come in and try and bait me out of bed, and we'd have fights, and literally, for a good while I never spoke. I didn't really speak to my dad. We just kind of stayed away from each other. Anytime I come across my dad, anytime we did speak was to fight. Like, I'm talking full-on fights. You come in and punch it. We're going at it. Yeah, we're going at it.
You're punching back?
But yeah, we're going at it, yeah.
Wow. Why did it get to that point, to where he was that mad?
Because I was doing absolutely nothing. I was a waster, you know what I mean? I was a waster. Called that a lot, you know what I mean? He went through a tough time as well because he got testicular cancer. Oh. So he got sick and all over it. And in my head I was thinking maybe I done that because he's worried about me and doesn't know what I'm going to do, and all these fights that we're having all the time. So that's something that I grew up with. That was a big stress in my family. It caused a lot of stress. So I always visualize what giving would feel like. Given to people who have given to me, what that would feel like. I always dreamed of just showing up one day and be like, here. And that would always give me like good feelings. In the struggle, you know, when things are going good and you visualize these good things happening, you visualize more good things happening, that's easy. What's not easy to do is when things are going bad and you're visualizing the good stuff. And I swear to God, sitting in the traffic and all, I visualized a brand new car and visualizing good things in times of struggle.
You know, my family is a great family. My lineage, the McGregor lineage, we are bled on the battlefield. We fought invaders off of our land with our family sword. I have my family sword. It's a claymore. It's wrapped in sheepskin, and I have it hanging on the banisters of my stairs just to remind me of where I come from and who I am. We are warriors. We are fighters. Tony, you know, I'm not supposed to be here. Where I come from, it's on my whiskey proper number 12. I come from a place, Dublin 12. It is a hard-working town. It has its good and it has plenty of bad, but I always like to focus on the good because the good shines through. But where I come from, we're not supposed to climb to these heights. We're told that. It's instilled in us. And I wanted to break that mold and pave the way, open up paths. I knew I could do something better. I knew I had something in me. I just wasn't sure even what it was. I used to sneak out of the house late at night and I'd take the football out and play on the grass patch on my own. And I would kick the ball against the wall and I scored a goal and I would run off and I would visualize a screaming arena cheering me on. And they were my first visions of selling out arenas and you know, and doing these type of things.
I got in it. I wanted to be able to defend myself in any situation. But when I met John and then the UFC, started hearing about the UFC, then I started thinking, you know what, there's a career, maybe I can make something out of this. Well, what else am I going to do? I don't really want to do anything else. I don't want to get a job. I don't want to have to get up and I don't want to listen to a boss or do all that, you know? So this is an option for me. So I stuck with it and John encouraged it. John believed in me and made me believe in myself that we could go and do this. But before us, there was no other Irishman. There was no... as far as the UFC were concerned, Ireland didn't exist. So it was still just a dream for us, you know what I mean? But definitely when I met John and when I started training in Straight Blast Gym, I started realizing I can make a career out of this. I can do something that hasn't been done before. I can show the Irish people true martial arts, something they have never seen before. You know, but even though I wasn't competing, I was still always in my head that I was going to do it. I still always had in my head that I will get to the UFC. I will make it, even though I wasn't actually pursuing it. The vision was still in my head. Like, and then when I start getting that focus and realizing, no, fuck, I'm gonna make this happen. That is why I'm willing to kill every single man in my path to get that belt. You know what I mean? To secure the future, from my family's future. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing it for. I always knew I only need one chance. I always felt I was better than everybody. I always felt all I needed was to get in there once, just give me one shot and I'll take it home. I felt I was ready. I felt I was better than these people. I felt like I was put here to do this. And then the phone rang one night. I was about to go out with my friends and it was John and I didn't answer it. And then it rang and it rang and it rang. And then I just answered it. It kept ringing, so I answered it. How do you feel about making a UFC debut in 9 weeks?
Listen to this place. Oh! Big shots by McGregor. 10 seconds. Oh, he's hurt. Could he finish him here? That's it. It's all over. Conor McGregor is a UFC interim featherweight champion. Wow. Featherweight champion of the world! Oh, unbelievable! The first punch he threw slept him. It is all over. History has been made. Conor McGregor is the UFC lightweight champion. What a performance! Didn't just do it. Did it flawlessly.
I just wanted to give it back and help out and just do that. And just, my mother and father are still young. Now they have their feet up, they can relax, they can. But since this has happened,
Right.
since the dream has happened, since the vision that I had has come true, I have a great relationship with my dad. Like, we talk all the time.
I wanted to read you a quote from 2013 that you said. I've lost my mind on this game, like Vincent van Gogh, dedicated his life to his art, and he lost his mind in the process. That's happened to me, but fuck it. When that gold belt is around my waist, and my mother has a big mansion, my girlfriend has a car for every day of the week, and my kids' kids get everything they ever wanted, then it will pay. Then I'll be happy I lost my mind.
You know, yeah, it's been some ride. I've got it done.
You'll see me there with a gold belt, a brand new custom-made suit, and a smile on my face.